Take care of yourselves and those around you. Okay?
Hola, hola. What's up, Ash?
Peace.
Little Liberlands. It is fucking hot as Hades, just like she said. It is crazy out there. Whew. But how is everybody feelings? Multi bing, multi babies. Oh, thank you for your patience. Thank you. Okay. It's a hot one today. Looking on to lose it all. Use another phone. There we go. We got enough battery. I was using this phone this AM to do my daily motivation, and I think I made a mistake and said think differently. So now I was taking my cosmic shower after I got rid of the Chewbacca hair and old energies that was attached to our ethers. Always make sure you keep a fresh shaved body so you can get rid of all the old energies and attachments. Because that's real out in the battlefield. So yeah, God said to cut all energetic cords and get back on here and do a think differently episode. Especially with the climate we're living in. Donald Trump sending bombs to Iran and people are losing their marbles, which, hey, I'm not going to say you shouldn't. But once again, it all comes down to the origin of everything. Why is Donald Trump doing this? Why is Iran doing this? Why is Israel doing this? Okay. Ooh, look at that. I did just shave, so I must have some loose hair still in here somewhere. So a lot of people are in a fear state of mind. And I'm here to alleviate that as best as I possibly can. Because God wanted me to make this download pretty simple and quick and to the point. Love yourself. Pray. Get rid of all the demon distractions and all get rid of all what no longer serves God. If it doesn't serve you for your higher evolution, your elevation, if it doesn't serve you no longer, get rid of it. If it's not helping you build up, get rid of it. Like literally, I got a new phone. I'm in the process of getting another phone. Changing my number, deleting all of my messages and numbers I no longer need. You know, I'm in a new chapter, and I'm not bringing all the old energy with me. You can't. Hence, God was like, do this download of Think Differently, and let everybody know that they're okay. If they're with God, you're okay. You're literally okay. If you're operating on God's time, you're fine. You have nothing to worry about. Thank you for the confirmation, Breeze ancestors. Confirmation, bitches. You have nothing to worry about. These times were written a while ago. Time doesn't exist, so this was already foreseen. These end days, the grand reset, will come. So get yourselves right with yourselves and God. So you have nothing to fear when you see the news broadcast. Oh my God, bombs, World War III. They want to keep you in that narrative. They want to make sure you're distracted as much as possible, especially during these crucial days. This is the grand shift. This is the repositioning of power. And us chosen ones are in the spotlight and we're in the seat of power. And they already know they lost their false facade of control. So my baddies out here doing the damn thing. We are the true newscasters. We are the children of light. We will tell you exactly what's going on with no fluff. There's no fluff here. Okay, our life journey is tough. It's a lot of isolation. There's a lot of people that will fuck around with you, manipulate with you, siphon your energy, act like they're on your side, and then reveal themselves at the end time. At the appropriate time. God's been saying this is going to be the month of revealing the truth. Who's with you and who's not with you. We can't bring old sabotaging energies that are not aligned with our mission into this new chapter. Everything is about quantum physics, and if it's not matching the vibration and frequency, it cannot go. It's just not even to be cold-hearted. It's just literally everything's energy and vibration. So it was like I was upset because I felt like I wasted my time again, but God made me smile to realize that this is a part of the chosen one journey. A lot of people didn't want me to settle down anyways. Like, what are you doing being chosen? But I was following my heart and God's instructions. I was like, I just got in this position. And now you want me to settle down? I haven't been in a relationship for so long. And now? And God was like, hey, this is the one that checks all the boxes. You need to, God was saying there was a sense of urgency because there's not a lot of good ones left out here. There's not a lot of good ones left out here. And I still love the girl. Of course, you know me. I drop mics. I cut people off if they're not aligned. I'm not saying I hate them. I forgive, just like I did my last videos about forgiveness and love and gratitude. Those frequencies, you must meet all three of those forces in order to evolve. You can't hold on to hate. It's easier to say than do, okay? But I would do that for years, not understanding the Hermetic principles and everything about frequencies and vibrations. I was like, man, fuck that person. They did me wrong and fuck them. And I would hold on to that resentment forever, not realizing that was stunting my growth. I was imposing myself in my own mental prisons with those low vibrating frequencies of hate, vengeance, revenge. I can't wait to vindicate myself. Like, all those energies will block your higher frequency of where you belong. And money is a frequency, just like love is a frequency. Everything is a frequency, and you must match that frequency in order to attract it into your life, into your aura. Confirmation, bitches. So our vessels always must be cleansed as much as possible so we can stay with the alignment of the frequencies that we are all hopefully obtaining to reach. So this period in my life is about building my foundation strong and steady. No more gaps, no more holes in the armor. Transparency, honesty, loyalty is key in order to keep the foundation strong and steady. We can no longer, I love when the spirit team talks to you. It's like your left ear goes numb or your right ear goes numb, and it's like, what? And then, if you know, you know. Still burning my candle over there. How you doing, ancestors? And happy Sunday fun days to everybody out there, or whenever you land on this message, because we know time is not linear. It doesn't exist, so it's a timeless message. We're 8 minutes in, and that's my laundry machine. I'm just doing some laundry for the first day of the cycle. Okay, we don't say week. We do no more. We're not getting weekend throughout the week with this matrix system. This is the first day of the energy cycle, and I'm phrasing it that way because I'm not giving the matrix any more power than we subconsciously give it at times. 12:52. I love that. If you know, you know. The synchronicities has been off the chart. So yes, I love how I picked this up. It's perfect for the download. I'm spreading love to everyone across the world. My frequencies will be felt. You have nothing to worry about if you're in love with yourself and you're in love with God. If you're for this planet, you have nothing to fear. Mother Tiamat is here. And she is going to eradicate all your fear. Because fear is nothing but false evidence appears real. Or false evidence that appears real. It's just a frequency, it's an illusion, it's a distraction, and if you fall victim to that illusion and distraction, you are a part of that reality until you pull it off of your Velcro vessel. I like to paint pictures and use parables and analogies to hopefully reach more people with the way I communicate so you can visualize what I'm saying. You don't want people to put their nasty energies onto your vessel that we call Velcro, so it sticks to you, And then you go home and you go to your job or wherever you go throughout the day. If you allow other people to put their energies on you, then you're allowing them to control your narrative, because you don't know who you are. You don't stand up for yourself. You don't communicate. So we are vindicated. I don't like using that word. We're justified to come up with a narrative since you don't want to explain yourself. If you want to be silent and just be vague and so forth, then us as the public have every right to assume how these actions are communicating or translating with the masses. Well, this person's secretive, boom, boom. They must be hiding something. They're not talking. They're very closed off. Something's going on, right? Everybody has that right. If you are not out here on your platform defending your aura and your character, because the world's very simplified. You fit in certain categories. I've said this plenty of times. You're either with God or you're with the devil. We're all the devil. Our lower frequencies and our God frequencies is in our crown chakras. We're all everything. We're all one. We're just separated in consciousness. I mean, that sounds like an oxymoron. We're all one, but we're separated, right? We were sparked off the creation of consciousness. Let's just say that we were created as one consciousness that was spread out. It's still one consciousness, but it's just massively spread out. And then when the time comes to come back together collectively, then we become the solid unit that we are. Because we're in dense formats now, hence our body is like meat suits, right? The lowest density vibrates at the slowest speed, hence solid objects. We think they're solid, but nothing's ever solid. Everything's always vibrating, just depends on how fast. This type of object vibrates super slow to maintain its density or its form, like our bodies. The higher we go in consciousness, the more luminous and gaseous we become, and to the human eye we become invisible, but nothing's ever invisible. To us humans, we decode that as microscopic, and nothing's ever invisible. Even the microscopic or the microisms break down to smaller and smaller pieces. It's like one of them Russian toys back in the day. You would open it up and it'll be another miniature figure of the same top you pulled off before, and you keep on opening up the different tops and the miniatures keep on getting smaller and smaller. Same thing in life. There's no such thing as invisible. It's just invisible to the human eye. Think differently. So don't allow people to put a narrative over your vessel because you don't know yourself and you don't know your path in life. If you don't know it now, doesn't mean you're guilty or you're wrong. Is it you're still figuring it out? You're a student of life, right? So we all need to navigate, but just ask source. Study nature, thank you, ancestors, and see how nature is operating. And that will be the best template or format for you to follow as a foundation starter or starter kit. Okay? Operate off the frequency of love and not hate. I am scales. I'm a Libra. I'm balance everything. I incorporate the dark side and the light side. I transmute a lot of my pain to keep me balanced instead of holding on to other people's narratives and allowing that to stick to my Velcro vessel as an analogy and bring it everywhere I go throughout the day. And then I go to get some rest and then I get up and I'm still carrying that old baggage energy from the previous day. I think I may need to close my washing machine top. I think I already did. And we need to understand and realize that the previous day was the previous day, and we should look at everything as a lesson and a blessing to build our paths to be a better version than we were the previous day. As long as we take every lesson that we got from the previous day, then we're more intelligent than we were the previous day. So in that alone, that makes us a better version of our previous selves, right? So what are we going to do with that information that we gained from yesterday? Today? Are we going to still stew on it and keep our panties in a bunch and just keep on building upon some old energy from yesterday? No. it's easier to say than do, but we need to set our intentions and see our future. If you know yourself, you know where you're going, then you just know that was just that's rear view mirror talk. Okay, well, that was just me passing by. All right, that was a good experience, a brief experience, but okay, cool. Keep it moving, right? Because we're in our cosmic motherships or cosmic cars, however you want to describe yourself and your vessel and how you're operating through this thing called life, right? Or like Dick Gregory, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream, nothing but a dream, right? So that was his vessel, you know, the canoe, whatever, the boat. So whatever vessel you put yourself in, just constantly see yourself moving forward, right? And only taking pit stops when you got to take a piss or a shit. You know, you may see an attractive, whatever role, whatever gender you are attracted to, right? And then you may stop and blow a kiss. I'm in the boat, right? By the way, I'm rowing. You know, these are my canoes. You know, my whatever the paddles in the canoe. And I'm talking to people on the side. You know, when I'm passing by. You gotta go and just keep it moving forward. Just always picture yourself moving forward. No pit stops unless if you need to, right? We're all human. We're all living a human experience, so we got do when nature calls, right? So yeah, we all in that state, but just keep yourself moving always. And if you have to stop, it's only for pit stops, only for emergencies. But don't let distractions stop your momentum just to get pulled off on another course. And then you're on that person's course. You're like, wait a minute. My eye's not on the prize no more. And that's what the devil wants to do, just keep us all distracted. Keep my eyes on the prize. It's like yesterday, you know, when I found out that, hey, I was getting manipulated and boom, 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 I was like, shit, that sucks. But I can't stop. All right, bet. There's other women out here that love me, truly love me, and they will communicate with me when I need the communication and not allow me to be by myself and just let me keep on decoding messages and then ask myself, well, is she with me? Is she not? I need something obvious. Something obvious, okay? Something obvious. Say my name. Reach back out to me. Communication. She failed to do all that. So I was like, all right, bet, cool. It sucks. But we're going to keep on moving forward. I ain't stopping shit. I ain't stopping at all. Adios. I love you from afar, but I ain't going to let that person manipulate my energy anymore and keep me just here and progressing like that. I take long strides. I move boldly and with confidence every day. Someone fucks me over. All right, peace, deuces. All right, your back is not getting broken. Sorry, you're lost, not mine. I'm still successful as a bitch. Spiritually wealthy in this bitch. I'm good. Good. God provides me whatever I need when I need it. Right? Exactly. I keep on stroking and keep on strolling. Stroking, paddling, you know what I mean? We have no time to waste. No more time. So, there's going to be gossip circles out here, but that's all right. I'm in that position now. I was taking my cosmic shower. I was like, man, this sucks. But you're going to have people with different narratives. Hey, did you see? Boom, boom, boom. But it doesn't matter. Those people in those frequencies are going to be there. That's the part of the game. They're the watchers from the nosebleeds, and I'm the one that's the active player on the stage, the world stage. So everyone's playing their position. That's all it is. Everyone's playing their position. Haters going to be haters. And if you don't have haters, then you ain't doing your job right. I love living rent-free in a lot of people's heads. A lot of people can't even live without even looking at me on the screen. That's very flattering. But at the same time, it can be very sad if they're using that time wrong and they're not looking at it as inspiration. They're building upon my movement. That's cool. If they're using my creation as motivation, that's fantastic. I'm all about that. But if you're looking at me and envious and hating and exerting all that energy instead of using that same energy that you're using against me, use it towards yourself, you will create wonders and miracles. Trust me, I used to be one of those cats just mad at the world and, oh man, fuck that, that's why this is happening, until I took action. We have to get past our own prisons. Oh, well, podcast is not going to pay the bills. You ain't getting that. You gotta trust on God's gonna pay all your bills. Every time I sit in this podcast, I wish I was getting $10,000, $20,000 checks. But God was like, you good. Just continue speaking my word. It may look dire at times, but look around you. Look at everything I blessed you with. I was like, you're right. This is like a multi-millionaire status environment I'm in. Mentally, physically, all that. It's just like I'm spoiled by the heavens. I got my cosmic daddies and cosmic mommies out here. So yeah, I'm literally blessed. I have nothing to complain about. Really. So this is just heaven on earth. I'm living my best life right now. And having a blast. Nobody's holding me down, no chains, nobody's controlling my narrative. I am finally Alonzo the way I was supposed to be all of my life. Nobody's saying, hey, what are you doing? You're wild, stop. Fuck all of that noise. It feels so good to hit play and speak my truth. You can love it or hate it. I don't give a fuck. Really don't give a fuck, because your opinions is not paying my bills, and your opinions is not creating my future. Okay, so you guys are gonna have to pay to watch me anyways. I get paid off all your views and shit like that. You do, yeah. Alright, I get monetized for everybody that hates and leaves comments and all that shit, and all your energy towards me. You're paying me your energy. So like, I'm getting paid all the time. If you don't know how quantum physics works, sorry for you. But all your thoughts that are going towards me, I'm getting paid off it. Because everything you wished upon me that is not good is happening to your life personally, and the opposite's happening to me. So if you wish death and dread and scarcity and lack of prosperity and wealth on me, that boomerangs right back, because I'm those frequencies that you want to block. And God was like, I selected this person before birth, and you're trying to manipulate this and do dark magic to see this person's destiny, and you want to just swap it. You didn't do none of the fucking work. You're cursed for life. So you wanted him to be homeless or her to be homeless and no money and no love. That's going to happen to you tenfold, and it is happening. I'm seeing it happen left and right. People that have healthy relationships, now their significant others looking at me all the time, and boom, 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 their marriage is not working, relationship's not working. People try to fuck me over thinking that I'm going to be living the life that they had and their vision, and now their life's to shambles and just shit, and they're seeing me climb every day. And I'm not even doing it to be vain. I'm just doing it as a life coach blueprint to show people anything can be done once you find who you are. And you align with the frequencies that this mother planet, that mother Tiamat, created herself for us to align with anyways. This life is super simplistic. But the powers that be that want to manipulate everybody that's lost with their frequencies and the poison they put in our foods and mislead us through the education, omitting certain information so people won't know who they are, and locking away certain information, keeping this secret, and they made this world ass backwards for a lot of people that are lost. Not your fault, but once you know how to get on the right path and you choose still not to get on the right path, then it's totally your fault, and you deserve everything that is coming towards you. I've never been hateful. That's a lie. I've been very hateful. What am I talking about? I've been very hateful, very nasty, very assholeless, and very nasty. Again, I had to say it twice. So yes, I'm still learning. But those are not my intentions, because I always come back to the foundation of love. Always. And forgiveness and gratitude, don't I? That's why I'm still smiling right now. Looking good as a bee. Business king. Looking good as a bee. Just fucking around, you know what I mean? I'm a god. I can fuck around. But yeah, man. And ladies, I'm cool. My job is to express everything to you at all times. I'm freeing my ancestors. I'm always transparent. I'm Jim Carrey, liar, liar. Ask me a question, I'll tell you the hardcore truth. Confirmation, bitches. And I'm always protected by my ancestors. So nobody, confirmation, bitches. So nobody would, confirmation, bitches, would do anything shiesty or try to, because their spirit will realize they're being watched by the Most High and all the archangels. You're going against God's chosen one. It's not happening. It's not a good outcome for you. Please, I recommend don't do it. fuck around, find out, please, because we're waiting for someone to get that cute and think of that we're straight bitch and that we're easy pickings. We would love for that to happen. We will beat you slowly, really slowly, spiritual team speaking wise. Unless if God gives me the John Wick authority and Joe Pesci ride, then we're going to really beat your ass, like really bad. And if I get my ass whooped, then okay, all right then. But I gave you as much as I could, all right? It's 50-50. So I'm not going to act like I'm the biggest and the baddest, but I fight for mines. All right, that's it. Okay. But we're about love, and that's what we stand on. We're about love. But if we get disrespected, I pray to God, and God tells me how to handle that situation. Or Paulie face and Paulie hands. All right, you got it? You got it? Cool. Bet. But on that note, I want y'all to all know, if you're in alignment with God's frequencies, God protects all of her children. You have nothing to fret. Nothing to fret. Don't worry about no bombs or anything. Don't fall victim to the fear frequencies. Stay loving. Stay vibrating high. And don't let nobody manipulate this guy. Or that guy. Or this woman. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm a poet and didn't know it. But I meant to say, just don't let nobody ever manipulate your love frequency. And if they do, that's their loss. And then God will shake her head and say, all right, well, now we got some overtime work. And that's what they're doing. They're on overtime. They don't ever like someone manipulating our kindness, ever. Whew. But I love everybody. I don't want to have to slap a bitch. But y'all take care and enjoy your Sunday fun day. And just take this love I'm sending to you, because I'm always going to be loving. Always. I love everybody. Stay positive. Think differently. Daily motivation. You can do anything you set your mind to. And nobody can stop you besides yourself. Remember the 3 keys. Love, forgiveness, and gratitude. If you meet those 3 forces, and you're on those frequencies, then nothing will ever slow down your progress. Keep your foundation strong and steady, my friends. All right. Take cares. Love you. Until next time.